So I just spent $10,000 on one online course. Now you might be thinking, KJ, you're freaking crazy. And that's why I wanted to make this video, to explain to you guys why I did this and what does it mean for you. And I want to expose some truths to you that not many people seem to understand. So I just spent half of a brand new car on an online course from an online guru, right? And this guru's name is Charlie Morgan, if you don't know him. And I want to explain why I did this. Well, you see, why are you watching these videos? Why are you doing any of this? Most of you, it's probably because you want to make money. And that's how we all start out, right? Is we just need to make some money. Because if you don't solve the money problem, you suffer from a lot of things that it's hard to worry about anything else when you don't have money, right? It's hard to take care of your family. It's hard to do what you want. You have to work a job. So money kind of is the first problem you need to solve. Obviously, your spirituality is more important. But as far as worldly stuff, money is the first problem. But how do you actually solve it? Right? How do you actually solve the problem of needing money? And see, the issue is that traditional education has ruined the way that you view education. Here's how it works. Traditional education is usually a bunch of theory, meaning they teach you these theories, these kind of foundational stuff, but they don't actually show you how to use it. And so you feel lost thinking, well, why the heck do I learn anything? Why should I learn anything? Because none of it's useful. Think about it. You're in 9th, 10th grade, maybe 11th grade, doing derivative log equations. Like the most crazy stuff that you'll never use in your entire life unless you're some super weirdo space engineer or something, right? So no one else ever uses it. And so your brain knows that, right? You understand that, hey, I will probably never use this crap. Therefore, you're not motivated to do it. And you don't care about it. At least that's how it was for me. I hated school. I hated it so much. I hated school. And part of it was because I just knew I wouldn't use it. I just knew how useless 99% of it was. Once you get past 3rd grade and you know how to read, you know how to write, and you know how to do simple math stuff, the rest is almost useless. And my teachers were making less than $40,000 a year, which is less than I wanted to make per month. So obviously I wasn't very interested in exactly everything they had to say. That's not a knock on teachers. My parents are teachers. But it's just not the future I wanted for myself. And I knew that if I wanted to get to somewhere, I needed someone who'd actually done what I wanted to do. And so, here's the issues, right? We have theory. They teach a lot of theory that's not applicable. It's not useful to you. Then you have people who haven't done what you want to do teaching stuff. And then the third biggest problem is you have all these people clumped into these classrooms, and they're all insanely different and learn at insanely different rates. Some people learn extremely fast. I'm one of those people. I like to pick stuff up, dive into it for 10 hours, and then move on to the next thing. I do not like to wait and drag it out like school. We literally spend a whole half of a year on one domain when I would just want to knock it out in a week and move on. And it's also not fair to the people who learn slower because they're having to keep up with the average pace when they need a slower pace. So yeah. I'm sorry this turned into a school rant, but you need to understand this before I show you why I bought an online course, because that's a lot of you guys think that school's not a scam and online courses are, and it's not arbitrary. They're both neither, which is why I want to explain this. So that's the main problems, right? You have a lot of theory, nothing applicable, people teaching it who you don't want to be like in the future. You're learning from people who you don't want to emulate. And then 3, it's not personalized. So this brings me to why I bought this online course. You see, if you want to make money, if you want to do anything, change your life, it all comes down to information. That's literally the source. Information. And school has trained you to think that information is pretty useless because that's the information they gave you. Useless information in school. But here's the thing. When you start getting into the online world, yes, there are a lot of scammy courses. There are a lot of bad courses. There's no standard on these things. There's a lot of fake promises. It's the Wild West. It's high risk, but it's also high reward, because there are some courses that you purchase that have information that is insane, guys. Insane. Stuff you've never heard before that would revolutionize your entire life. And so I noticed this because I continually buy courses. I bought a lot of courses in the past couple of years, and most of them were pretty crap. But the ones that weren't were absolutely life-changing for me. And that's because, one, it's information that isn't theory. Usually it has some theory, but just enough theory to explain to you how to actually freaking use it to accomplish what you want to do. Like if you want to grow a social media to 10,000 followers, or you want to grow your YouTube to 1,000 subs, or you want to sell your first product or build a landing page, like it's very specific stuff that you can literally take and just run with it immediately. That's why courses are insane. So then it was theory, but also application to solve specific problems, not general. Then the people who teach the online courses, most of them, right, are people who are doing what you want to do. So people doing the actual skill, how you actually want to learn. People that are making money online, doing the things that you want to do. And then third, you can learn at your own pace. Like I can buy a course and truck through it in one day and then move on, buy the next one. I don't have to wait. It's all there. I don't have to wait every week for someone to teach it and then wait on homework. Like, I can just do it. I can go all in. And I can choose what I want to learn. I can buy exactly what I want to solve the specific problems I have in my life at that specific time. And the information is information that is not available to everyone. Do you see that college degree right there over there on the floor? Because I don't have another place for it and I don't want to hang it. That college degree. Everybody and their grandmother has a college degree. And I can tell you, the idiots that I sat with in my classrooms, and I say idiots not because they're born that way, they chose to be idiots. They're sitting there drinking and smoking and just doing nothing with their life. Those people got a degree as well. We have the same degree, me and all the idiots. So I know that thing is worthless in the long run, right? It's not worthless, but it's not worth a lot. The information that you get from online courses is information that is not widely known. It's very specific, it's very niche. And when you have information that is not widely known, that is valuable, that gives you an edge in the marketplace. The real world does not work like school. It's not black and white. It's an ever-evolving marketplace. And if everyone has the same information, you have no edge, you make no money. But if you have an edge over someone, an edge over the marketplace, that is when you get a huge advantage. You make money, you get success, all of these things. So I buy these online courses specifically from people who I want to be like, that will give me an edge information-wise and teach me things that I otherwise would not have known. It allows me to basically like cheat code my way through life. I don't know if you guys ever played RuneScape, but RuneScape was like my favorite game of all time. I have like 10,000 hours on it, sadly. But it's an amazing game. But in RuneScape, you would have these quests. And when a new quest would come out, no one had the guide to it. So it would take people 5 hours to finish this thing. But as soon as someone finished it, they would publish a guide showing you exactly what to do, and then it would take you 30 minutes because someone had already learned it. That is what I'm doing by buying online courses. That is why my income went from $3K to $50K in the span of like a year, because I keep buying these courses, buying the quest guides. I keep buying the roadmaps to exactly what I want to learn. Instead of figuring out the hard way, I just buy a course from someone who's already figured it out. So when it came to this $10,000 purchase, Charlie Morgan is a beast, right? And he, honestly, in all honesty, Charlie Morgan is the only person that scares me in this space. Everyone else, I just think, you know what? They're further ahead than me, but I can beat them. I just need more time. They're further ahead in the game, but they don't have anything that I don't have. Like I can beat them over time. Not like I want to beat everybody, but it's just competition, guys. I know I can, do better than them if I just had time and iterations. But Charlie, he's the only one where I'm like, God, he's good, Like he makes you think, frick, he's freaking good. I don't know if I can. I don't know even if I had time if I could beat him. I'm gonna try. But like, yeah, and that's when I knew I had to buy his course. I knew it was $10K, but I was like, I got to do it because I just know that his course is going to be insane. And I was not wrong. It has completely shattered my paradigms on a lot of things about life, specifically business, and it has given me an entirely new outlook on how good an online course can actually be. Like it's got me revolutionizing my programs like from the ground up. because good Lord, it was just crazy. And yeah, I mean, I'm not affiliated with Charlie or anything, but if you have a lot of money to invest and you're trying to figure out client acquisition and how to get business, how to get sales, dude, there's nothing better you should buy. Like, that thing is crazy, and I'm only halfway through with it. And also the specificity inside of his program, there is a course on exactly how to have $1 million a month coaching program, which is what he's done. And that is very specific. Like, I have a coaching program that's doing $50K a month right now. And dude, there's not many people who have that. Like, the information gets very, very rare. And to be able to find someone who can actually show you what to do is very rare, because very few people have gone above and beyond the $50K a month mark. And so it's like, as you get higher and higher up in this game, you have to pay more and more and more, because the information gets rarer and rarer because less people are actually at that level. And so, yeah, I dropped 10K in an online course. I don't know when I'll finish it, because it's like hundreds of hours of really dense content. So I'm trying to truck through it, but we'll see. We'll see if it takes me to 100K a month, 250K a month. If it does, thanks, Charlie. If it doesn't, then you learn something, guys. That's the best thing. I've already gotten my 10K out of it in like the first week. Literally, I've already made the money back. Like, not just say, oh, I got value, but I've made more than 10K from the course. So yeah, it's insane. But I bought that. See you guys later.